Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 16th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, wasn't too early, got to sleep in a little bit, had no dogs here, anything to worry about, so it was kind of nice. Got up though, went and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got my soak on, got my banana and my liter of water, knocked that out, and was just chilling out there a little bit. Got up out of there. Wife was getting up and around, and we're trying to figure out what we're doing today. We had kicked the idea around about like going and grabbing a room somewhere, but she never really found a room that she was excited about, whatever. So we decided instead we were going to go over to Icon Park. And I said, well, I want to go ahead and get my run in, get that over with. That way, depending on how the day goes, we can just not worry about it. Like the run's over because I run every single day. Run streak going on 10 years, and I want to make sure I get that accomplished. So, and we still had hinted that we might grab a room somewhere. We thought about hitting one up down like near Merritt Island, Cocoa Beach area. Got some friends down there, but decided instead we're going to go over to Icon Park, which is off International Drive. It's a tourist spot, that's all it is. The giant Ferris wheel thing that Orlando has called Orlando Eye, and then there's like an aquarium there, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, wax museum and all kinds of shit. So we headed over to it and just chilling out over there. Took our sweet time getting over there. We had a friend who was going to come meet us. Known her for a while, hanging around and stuff. She was supposed to come over, hang out with us as well. So reached out and said, hey, we're going to the aquarium first. They say it's a 2-3 hour trip through the aquarium, depending on how long you spend looking at every single item. And it was all good there. So it was supposed to be $25, but apparently that's like the resident only. You got to book the tickets at least a week in advance. You got to book it online only and all this stuff. It's kind of whatever it is. It's a gimmick. They promote it as $25, but they don't give you the details and all that stuff very well, so it's hard to tell what you're actually going to do. So ended up saying to hell with it, and if you buy more, there's like the Wax Museum or the Eye, that kind of stuff, also in that little building. You get discounts on the extra stuff. So we ended up booking the Eye as well, and the total coming up like $106, I think, something like that. It's not the end of the world, but it's not weird. We thought we were spending $50-$60, not $106. So third is what it is. Went ahead and headed in the aquarium part. 1:30 we got there. It was time to go in. We'd already walked around the outside and checked all the stuff. I had grabbed a cigar on the way over there and finished up my cigars as we walked around the shops and kind of just enjoyed it. They got a couple little water fountain, little creeks runs to the center of Icon Park, and sit out there by Gordon Ramsay's fish and chip place. Found some chairs. Wife got a tequila sunrise, I think it was called. I don't think what it was. She grabbed one of those, so we enjoyed our day. A little warm. Had some shade though, at least. It wasn't horrible, but it was definitely warm. So got in, went to the aquarium. The aquarium was freaking awesome. Like, I'll pay the $38 or $40 what it is per person again to go in there again. Won't have a problem. I'll give it a year or two. Probably be 4 years before we get back over that way, because we don't go to that tourist shit too often. But we had a great time. Reached out to some friends. Reached out to the friend who got the aquarium and said, hey, actually about halfway through, so we're halfway through the aquarium. If you want to head this way, you know, all that kind of stuff. We had to drop off the kids to a babysitter and that. And I said, that'll work. So she's like, yeah, that's cool. We got out of the aquarium and went to get an Eye, reached out to see if they were still coming. And they said something about they picked up a like daycare, adult daycare, like a nursing, like they do like home care when something happens. They can go sit with old people, whatever, and kind of take care of them. And I guess it's basically dog sitting, but for people. So last minute job came up, they took it instead, which is fine, whatever. So we reached out to some other friends of ours, said, hey, we're thinking about hitting DeLand for a hibachi Japanese style buffet, if you guys want to come meet us. And he was very adamant about, we don't do buffets, it scares us since COVID and blah blah blah, whatever, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. After we get done dinner, then we'll reach out, because they're kind of in that general area, and maybe we'll go hit like Sanford, grab a drink or two, and then hang out for the evening. And we got done with dinner. So actually we got done, wrapped up at Icon Park. We went around a little bit. We thought about taking the little trolley thing. I don't know, it's a few bucks. You can ride the trolley around, and we were just gonna take a lap to kind of see what all was down there on International Drive. We haven't been there in years. And it was where the trolley's supposed to stop. There's a bunch of cars. They were doing construction on a building there. So we wasn't sure if the trolley was actually gonna stop there for us. And we were sitting out there waiting. It's just hot as hell, not much shade. And the app said it was gonna be like another 20 minutes before I got there. And I was like, God damn, that's a long time. And it's sitting out here in the heat. And then the trolley may not stop here anyway, because the spot was kind of under construction. So definitely did not want to sit there for 20 minutes, then find out they weren't stopping anyway. So we said to heck with it and headed over. Just said, let's come back to this later. So by the time we got done with it, 20 minutes longer than the trolley ride, so it takes, I don't know, half an hour at least. We get back in the car, it's gonna be 8 o'clock before we get to dinner. So we said to heck with it and jumped on the trolley, headed back over to the car. Actually, we didn't jump on the trolley. Instead of jumping on the trolley, we gave up on the trolley. Went back to the parking lot, got in the car. We saw the slingshot kind of stuff and asked my wife if she wanted to ride. She's like, not a chance in hell, you know. But got back to the car, headed out, dealt with the tourist traffic. It's just, whew, it's rough. It is a rough traffic over there around that area. So made it out, nobody got ran over. Saw a bunch of people on scooters, almost getting hit by cars and stuff all the time. Asked her, I said, would you rent a scooter over here? There's like bird wire type, scooters and stuff. And she goes, not here, there's no chance. She goes, I hear in the news all the time, people getting run over here and stuff, and drivers are gawking at everything, and people on scooters aren't paying attention, people in cars aren't paying attention. She said, it's way too risky. She would never risk it. So I said, I understand that, Cleo. I was just kind of feeling it out, see what you thought. And she was like, yeah, never gonna happen. So we got back over, headed over, hit the buffet. I'd found the place when I took a dog back yesterday, and I was like, yeah, no idea what it is, but we haven't been here, let's try it out. And it was freaking good. The sushi wasn't quite as good as the Joy Luck we like a lot, but the hot food was, in my opinion, twice as good. Their coconut shrimp was almost worth the price. Like, I could have made a full meal on coconut shrimp. If I had some fried rice with it, I could have definitely taken a thing. And I should have said, hey, can I get a to-go container of that coconut shrimp taken home? But I don't know how well coconut shrimp reheats, so who knows. But I would definitely 100% if I was rolling through there and would eat there again, would have zero problems. So, and it's, I don't know, half an hour from us probably, so maybe 40 minutes. Not much farther than Joy Luck is, so we'll probably definitely hit this place up again and check it out. So yeah, we're excited about it. We left there, reached out to my buddy and his wife, and they were complaining about how the weather was complete shit. I guess it was raining and storming where they're at. And we're like, okay, screw it. So it's gonna be like 40 minutes back down to their place, and then another 40 minutes home after hanging out with them. So, and we were only like 30 minutes from home, so we're like, let's go home. So headed back, we stopped at ABC Liquor. There was a new whiskey I'd heard about. Tried to find, couldn't find, they didn't have it in stock. But I did pick up a new Japanese whiskey. It was recommended to me, and I was like, it was on sale. So I bought a bottle of it, and I think I saved $5, plus I got double points. I don't know what the hell the points mean, but apparently every so many points you get a free $1 off something. I don't know how it works, I don't pay attention to it. So, but double points and $5 off. So I'm like, I'll give it a try. So went ahead and knocked it out, and then we headed over from there over to Beachside, because we got that like little drink bingo thing going on, where if you get the drinks in every single bar, and there's 2 different options every bar down there, and if you get all of them, then you get 2 entries in to win prizes. And what been talking, it ends like, I think it ends this month, like in a week or 2. But everybody we talked to, which again, there's a bunch of servers, a bunch of waiters and blah blah stuff, not everybody is doing it, but they're like, we're either the first or third couple that's came through to do it. So who knows, it's hard telling. But it's also just, you just initial it, so people could be cheating on it and turn in forms they don't actually go, so who the hell knows. But it's hard telling. So my wife thinks she's gonna win something. I don't think we win anything, and I even tried to make her a bet. I'm like, I'll bet you $100 we don't win nothing. If we win something, I'll give you $1,000. If we don't win anything, you owe me $100. And she's like, nope, no, I'll take the risk. So she even knows 10 to 1 odds, probably gonna win nothing. But we had a couple drinks, ended up on the upstairs balcony part of Avenue, and we'd had a bunch of, buffet food. They're like, you want anything to eat? Like, no, we came from buffet. Like, we're stuffed. We had our 2 drinks, enjoyed the view. It was nice. There was a performer there doing music, and the speakers were not tuned right. Like, it was, the equalizer itself was way off, and everything sounded muddled. Like it sounded like he was singing through like a toilet paper tube. It was just kind of mushy sounding, is the best way I can describe it. Had a couple of good song choices, but one of the songs, we were probably, I don't know, a minute 10 into it before we even was able to figure out what song it was. We're like, oh, actually we like that song, but it was so poorly performed. Like, or the sound, the guy performed probably might have been fine, but the sound coming out of the speakers was so poorly done. It took us a minute 10 into the song to even realize what song it was, which did kind of suck. Like I said, we liked the song, so. But we had a good time. Waitress was, super nice. Everything was good. Had one of the, I don't know, somebody, manager or somebody came by, checked on us, just seeing how we're doing. That's absolutely great. Much better experience than we had at some other places we've had. So definitely go back and check that place out and give it some money and actually eat a meal up there one of these nights once the temperature breaks, because it's still pretty damn hot up there. I would definitely not want to sit sit up there and eat a big bowl of pasta or nothing with as hot as it was. So yeah, we headed out of there, headed back home, and got to the house, chilling out a little bit, just kind of hanging around. We chatted and talked about things. I decided I was gonna go in the hot tub. It was kind of late-ish, but jumped in the hot tub, grabbed a cigar, and enjoyed my little soak there. Then I finished up my cigar, sitting outside, watching some YouTube and enjoying life. Headed back in, and at that point I was pretty tired, which is weird for me because as of lately, I have not been feeling tired and not been feeling hungry. So first time in a long time, I actually wanted to eat a full meal, which was a buffet, and I actually felt like I was ready to go to sleep. So I reached out to a friend of ours who sometimes comes over in the evening, hangs out, and she said they were out hanging out, took the kids up to a friend's house, and let the kids all play up there. So they didn't come over. I'm like, yeah, fine, we're back. I just let you know we're home if you do want to stop by. So they didn't, so we just hung out there. Ended up chatting with some other friends, just kind of off and on, and made some plans for tomorrow, which is one of the reasons why we kind of came home as well, because we got some people coming over, some friends coming over tomorrow. They're going to be here probably around 10:30, 11, so we'll get here. And if we got a room, we still could have checked out and been home by 10:30, 11. Would have been a big deal. Or if we had done something wild and crazy, like flew to Vegas, we just would have been up with them next weekend instead too. So, but we rarely have people around that time schedules and stuff all match out with everybody's kids and work schedules and all that shit. We like to hang around people whenever we get a chance that we like, and they're fun to talk to. So yeah, that was it. Wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.